Hello my beautiful and amazing people, badass dogs and agents, Uncle Butcher in the building with another crazy build. This one is kinda ridiculous because you can modify it in two different ways. One is utilizing shield and second your assault turret for legendary runs. So you can pretty much switch your skills on the fly and just annihilate everything that stands in front of you. This setup, I mean, is really versatile. Like I said, for heroic missions or open world activities, you can use shield, and your shield, by the way, will be at maximum skill power, and that's skill power 6. So it's pretty goddamn impressive. So if you want to use your assault turret in this one, you will have it at skill tier 4 with TDI named pistol. Your skills will reach skill tier 5, and that means that your fixed drone will not only proc companion talent, which will give us extra damage, but also decently heal us. And on top of that, we have of course obliterate talent. So companion and obliterate talent will deal a ridiculous amount of weapon damage. Since we're using capacitor, capacitor will give us with full stack 60% additional skill damage. Each skill tier will give us 7.5% additional weapon damage, but as cherry on top of the cake, I'm using exotic soya knee pads. They are absolutely gorgeous on legendary runs. Why? Because you will receive shit ton of grenades in your face. Explosions non-stop from mini tanks, dogs, drones, all the shenanigans. Goddamn, I hate everything about the explosions. But now you will not be staggered. You will not get out of cover. You will not be easily hit with from other enemies, and that helps a lot. For example, if you need to pick up fallen teammates, and soya knee pads will give you additional 30% weapon damage when stacked. It's absolutely nasty synergy from top to the bottom. But before we continue, quick word from today's sponsor, DMG.net. If you don't have enough time or good teammates, but you still want to have all the best items in your game, then DMG.net is set for you. They have absolutely amazing team on consoles. They will complete your order super quick. If you will use my promo code RBDIF or RBD, you will receive 15% discount on absolutely all services. Amazing deal, especially even right now. They have some crazy sales going on, so definitely check these guys out. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate, drop your comment down below in comment section or contact the operator. But now let's get back to this legendary build. And trust me guys, I try to do my magic here, and like I said, this build can easily be modified to fit your playstyle, or simply switch some things here and there for any content in the game. For specialization guys here, everything is really simple. We will go with technician specialization to gain additional skill damage, additional skill tier, linked laser point attachment, disrupt grenades, and artificial hive for lazy players. Why technician specialization is also so good? Because that additional skill tier will give us 7.5% plus weapon damage to our capacitor. So it's no brainer. We got to take this specialization. Capacitor is our main weapon because it will deal ridiculous amount of weapon damage. It has decent attachments. Actually, one of the best weapon attachments in the game after St. Elmo's engine exotic assault rifle, because it will give you crit damage, rounds, weapon handling, and additional crit chance with muzzle. So definitely underrated attachments on this weapon. Capacitor is really dope. For second weapon, I'm using shield splinter with perfect optimist talent. Guys, capacitor with full stacks will give us 60% skill damage as well. So perfect for hybrid builds. And for heroic content, you should replace assault turret with shield. Shield will allow us to get out from the cover, and guys, when you will get out of cover, soya knee pads will be like on 10-second cooldown. So you have 10 seconds where you have still 30% additional weapon damage. So you can get out of cover, use your shield and take face to face any enemy out which is causing problems to you. For the pistol, TDI enabled pistol with extra skill tier and in sync. For gear, I'm using Yal's name and mask, which will give me health damage buff, and that health damage buff will work with our skills as well. So Yal's mask will give us additional hazard protection. For the chest piece, I am using Arquebus chest piece with Obliterate and Picaro's name and holster. And 2-piece brand set bonus from Arquebus gear set is additional skill tier. And that additional skill tier not only will boost our skills, our shield, also we will gain 7.5% extra weapon damage, and Picaro's holster is giving us 15% weapon damage as its attribute. So really top tier synergies, man. Everything works really well together and you can dismantle every goddamn soul on battlefield. For the backpack though, I'm using Fenris backpack. Why Fenris? Because Fenris will give us 10% assault rifle damage, and I'm rocking companion. In this one, we don't have any survivability. We don't have armor on kill. We don't have armor regen. So I'm using Fixed Drone, which will proc companion and will give us some really good healing actually, especially with your pistol. When you will have 5 skill tiers, you will notice Fixed Drone. For the gloves, I'm using Sombra gloves, or you could replace Sombra gloves with named Petros gloves to gain damage to armor attribute. I think 8% damage to armor. So I'm using Sombra because we have enough crit chance and I love crit damage. But definitely Petros gloves is nice option as well in the game. For the knee pads, I'm using exotic soya knee pads. Why those are so goddamn dope? Because first of all, you will not be staggered with explosion, you will not get out of cover, so you can keep stacking soya knee pads, and full stacks will give you 30% additional weapon damage. But most importantly, when you will get out of cover, you still will have that stack for 10 seconds, something around those numbers, maybe less, but still, it's enough if you need to take elite enemy out. Stack your knee pads and get out of cover, and that should be all she wrote, baby. For the skills, I'm using Assault Turret and Fixed Drone for legendary runs. Why Assault Turret? Because it will distract enemies, distract enemies, and will deal some decent damage. And for heroic missions, I'm using Shield to get around the map as I want, and the shield will be at maximum skill power and I don't have to waste my time by picking up or dropping assault turret. Bye.